This is probably the best way to counter the new like double punch Titan thing that everybody's doing with Shiver Strike, Knockout, and then Diamond Lance, but we'll get into that in a minute. So we were primarily focusing around Weavewalk, which when you pop it, it gives you insane. I think it's, I don't know the exact number, but you basically can't die. Like, it's really hard to get killed out of it unless you get frozen. So we're on Brood Weaver, and I'm on Healing Rift, Burst Cloud, Arcane Eagle, Threadling Grenade, Weavewalk, Weaver's Call, Evolution, Ascent, Generation, and Binding, with I Am Another World. So the main premise of this build is trying to get as many Threadlings as possible and your melees up, because your melees are what allows you to go Weavewalk, and you can see it generates Threadlings, and then you can come straight back out, and then your Threadlings, which when you shoot and hit stuff, they will leech off, and see if you put your rift down. So the only way that you can actually get killed out of this is A, if it ends, you're like in a bit of a weird animation, or B, if they freeze you. But to be honest, I feel like the way you're supposed to use it, like if you know a Titan is going to be like flying at you, once you hear like that and this like crinkling sound when they first pop it, you just go like this and you can't die, unless of course they kill one of your teammates and time launch you. So what the main idea would be is trying to get your Threadlings, and then you can pop this to rotate maybe, and then the Threadling, and these will travel to them, and if they don't, they come back to you. Now, the reason of choice for the Threadling grenade is purely just based on the fact that it gives you more Threadlings, and grapple melee is really risky, and there's just consistent shackle, these are just pointless. My mods, Font of Wisdom, targeting for your weapons, Kinetic Loader, Font of Focus, double Kinetic and Flinching, but obviously you can change it for whatever. Recuperation, Innovation, Absolution, although I have tested and messed around with a few, so but this is just for pure abilities, and Bomber, Reaper Distribution. So each one of these font mods give you plus 3 tiers, so in effect when I pick up an orb I've actually got tier 9 and tier 10, and these stay the same. You need tier 10 strength and tier 10 recov. These two I would try and split equally as possible, so like what I've done here. Weapons I recommend: pulse rifles 100%, and anything close range, so slug, fusion, rapid fire fusion preferably, because as I said before, you want to be able to come out to Weavewalk and kill the Titan who's now in the middle of nowhere stranded. Another combo you could possibly run with is a glaive, where you sit in the, but like glaives are just terrible, so I wouldn't even bother. I would just run a good long range, decent close range. You could even run like Chaperone Drang if you were a controller. I Have Another World to just get more ability regen, and it highlights the targets in yellow who have the super, so I guess if that's something you need, then it's there. What you gotta understand is that this is a very like complex sort of ability, because when you have Weavewalk, as simple as it sounds, it's being able to use it to get in and out of situations, and like the amount of stuff that you can survive is stupid. It can't survive many supers, obviously, I mean that would make no sense, but it's good for like being able to contest the zone, because when you're sitting on here like this, you can still cap, and if your teammates are saying they're up there on Bannerful, they can shoot and you're just sitting here, and if you need to you can Threadling, and this will kill if they've got, I can't remember the exact number, but it will kill pretty much everybody that sort of just get them a little bit damaged and then do the rift, it will kill them. But yeah, it's about as simple as that. There's no moving parts to it bar that. It's just remember to keep your melees as much as possible. Threading grenades, like you could, like, because generally speaking the grenades are actually pretty weak on strands, so maybe you might want to go with something like this, momentum transfer. I have played around with this, but fastball definitely, I forgot to mention, you definitely need this. Obviously heavy doesn't matter. But yeah, that's about it. Anything I want to mention before? Oh yeah, that's it. With the super, it's better to be further away from who you're trying to hit than closer. Kind of the opposite to a blade brush. Whereas, because if the enemy I want to hit is by here, then they will focus like in as like a cone shape onto them. Whereas when you're close, they will go everywhere. Like they'll go out here, here, and here, and then they'll bring themselves in on the target. So obviously they can kill you, and you are weak in the animation. So you can still be like headshot snipe, for example. I don't know about chaperone. To be honest, you could run this and with grapple, but I just like this. Don't recommend Emprifts. Yeah, that's it. Any questions, leave them in the comments.